Please ask your friends who ever joined in this group to join the 969.
Madam, shall we start the session? It's around 10:15 and more.
Yes, sir. 2 more minutes, sir. We'll start it.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
We'll start it, sir. Thank you. Thank you. A very happy morning to everyone. I I would like to extend a very warm welcome to everyone present here. Our future depends on what we do in the present. So with this quote, in this pleasant morning, to refresh and create an impact into our mind, hands-on experience in MATLAB through our ECE Drestein' 2021. I'm very much excited here to present the most awaited workshop on applications using MATLAB. I take immense pleasure in welcoming our resource person, Professor D. Vijayan, Director, Breadth Technologies Private Limited. I welcome you, sir.
Hello, madam. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So with this, let us have a glimpse of our college and the department. Savita Engineering College was established in the year 2001 as an autonomous institution which follows Finland-based education model, and we march towards less is more concept. Our college makes the students job ready, providing industrial 4.0 ready curriculum, which is trying to impart the 21st century skills. The project-based learning integrated with subjects, of course, improves our students' skill set and makes our students be the best, which is the motto of our college. The Department of ECE was established in the year 2001. Our vision is to develop the department into a state of art with excellence in electronics and communication on par with the global standards. Our department has well-experienced faculty of proven ability and diverse specialization. The faculty actively involves themselves in various research programs. To name a few are the field of robotics, VLSI, MEMS, image processing, and embedded systems. Apart from this, all our classrooms in our department are facilitated with smart boards with internet, and the department is also equipped with 2 centers of excellence in the areas of robotics and MEMS. The ECE department is achieving university ranks every year, and our students get placed in top core and IT companies like Wipro, TCS, Infosys, CTS, Hexaware, IBM, iGate, Tech Mahindra, Tata Communications, to name a few. Students are performing well and they score high marks in competitive exams like GATE, GRE, TOEFL, etc. Of course, our students are also actively participating in ESL activities and they have won entrepreneurship awards. Thank you. So with this, over to Ms. Mohana Sundari Madam. I would like Mohana Sundari Ma'am to give a brief introduction of our chief guest. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good morning to one and all gathered here. I am very pleased to give a brief introduction about our resource person, Professor D. Vijayan, who is the Director, Breadth Technologies Private Limited and MD Automations and Control in additional. And he is a professionalist with 25 years of experience who has steered himself along the core fields, all associated with a high degree of self-motivation, a flair for logic development, and a direct hands-on experience in building projects in various simulation platforms and troubleshooting any electronic equipment with a functional ability to lead a team and willingness to take up the challenging assignments. He has completed his undergraduate in electronics and communication from the Madras University and postgraduate in electronics and control from Satyabama University. And he has worked as a lecturer in Allahabad Chettiar College of Engineering and Technology, Karaikudi, and worked as a quality control engineer in Safotronics Private Limited, Muttupadu Road, Thiruvanmiyur, and worked as a research and development engineer in Srinidhi Electronics, as a lecturer in the Department of ECE in Priyadarsini Engineering College, and he has worked as an assistant professor in Bharatidasan Engineering College, as an assistant professor and head in Priyadarsini Engineering College. And is a founder and design engineer of engineering consultancy MD Automation. He has presented a guest lecture on embedded systems, wireless communication, trends in wireless networks, global warming and e-waste management, then embedded systems and its applications in the Department of EEE in Savita Engineering College, as well as in Swami Abhedananda Polytechnic College. And he has conducted a faculty development program on digital signal processing and image processing in Savita Engineering College and Jaya Engineering College too. and he has presented a guest lecture on artificial intelligence in power electronics and power systems. Then he has presented a guest lecture on software used in power electronics and power systems. He has signed the MOU in Savita Engineering College as well as Sri Balaji Chokalingam College of Engineering. And thank you, sir. We welcome you. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Is my voice just clearly audible?
Yes, sir. It is audible, sir.
Yes, madam. But both of the voices I couldn't hear properly.
We'll check it, sir.
Please check it, madam.
Sure,
If
sure.
my
sir.
voice is audible, that is enough.
Yes, sir. Your voice is clear.
Fine, madam. Okay. I appreciate the activities of Savita Engineering College from the Department of ECE. Good morning, one and all.
Good morning, sir.
It gives me a great pleasure to have a presentation on this MATLAB tools. My respects to the authorities of Savita Engineering College, especially the management, principal, the head of the department, ECE, Professor Mohan Sundari, Professor Jenny Bharati. My respects and wishes to you. I am the Director of Breakfast Technologies Private Limited, Chennai, speaking to you, formerly MD Automations and Controls, Tirupattur. Thanks to Professor Mohan Sundari for giving a nice introduction about me. Thanks for that. And now let us start with the session.
Thank you, sir.
We are going to talk on image processing, especially using the MATLAB tools. So the $1,000,000 question is, why especially the MATLAB? Why not other languages? So we will go systematically. From very basic, we are going to discuss on these MATLAB tools. So my kind request to the students who are participating in this, just follow me. Please put an attention towards this just for another 2 hours. You will really enjoy this session. I am damn sure about it. We all very well know that there are some high-level languages, even middle-level languages like C and C++. So as overall, we call those as high-level languages. Unlike the programs we write using machine languages, low-level languages, where we use move A, B, and all those commands are very tough to handle large sequence of algorithms. Okay, so definitely we are going to use high-level languages, and especially why MATLAB is the question. So you might have come across already some languages like C, C++, Java is there, Visual Studio that consists of Visual Basic and Visual C++, all those. Okay, even Python also. There are plenty of languages available in the market, which anyone we can make use of it. But my strong claim is that MATLAB is the best tool to handle images, especially to perform any type of image processing applications. Okay, let us talk later about the different applications of image processing. But before that, let us make it very clear that why only MATLAB is suitable. Of course, you could have seen several codings based on Python and Visual Basic also. But still, my claim is MATLAB is the best tool to handle images. Okay, so I'll tell you. Say, for example, how do you do normally? Suppose you want to write a program in C. So what is the sequence? The sequence is very simple. First, you have to write the program, okay, in an editor. You know, any language has got a built-in editor. Similarly, so say Turbo C editor, you have to just go into the editor, just type the codes, and then save the file with the .c extension. Then further, you will have to run it. But before running it, you should compile it. Okay, hope you remember a process called as compiling. After compiling, you should link the file. Then after linking, you will be getting an exe file. Okay, we call that as an executable file that has to be run. So these are the several steps involved in writing a program in C. Similarly, in any other languages, you should first compile it and link it. Okay, so this is a time-consuming process. Okay, which is not a good thing. But MATLAB offers a good solution for this. Simply write a program and run it directly. Okay, that is the reason why MATLAB is called as a runtime compiler. We call this as a runtime compiler. No need to worry about compiling and linking. Just write the code and click run. That's all. You can execute it directly. And simultaneously, you can create a graphical user interface as well, because you have got this option in any other languages like VB and VC. Okay. There you can create forms and create buttons, push buttons and radio buttons and text screens, all those text windows and everything. You can create such applications even in MATLAB also. Okay. So these are the strengths have been added in MATLAB year by year. You know, I've been working in MATLAB since 1999. To the best of my knowledge, nearly say 1990s maybe, MATLAB was slowly developed by a group of people, and then it was actually upgraded in all these 30 years. Believe it or not, MATLAB is growing day by day. The facilities and options and tools, libraries, everything is being added year by year. This is a process consistently done by the MATLAB team. Okay, we call this as a team because unlike Windows, you know, the owner of Windows is the Microsoft Corporation. But here, MATLAB is something like it's a team of people. Okay, many people work together and they upgrade and launch the recent versions every year. Okay. In 1999, I was working with MATLAB, which came in just 5 floppy disks. I don't think many of you are aware of what is called a floppy disk. Okay, it was like 1.44 megabytes of capacity, like a square-shaped disk. Okay, that is a magnetic disk. It was actually released with 5 floppy disks. Then just imagine it's around. It is less than 10 megabytes of software. 10 MB, okay, but you will be surprised to know the present size of the MATLAB software is around 20 gigabytes. Okay, if you go to MATLAB site and anyone can do it. Okay, of course MATLAB is on a payment basis. Okay, it is not a free software, but you have to pay and get it. If you go to mathworks.com, okay, there is a website called as mathworks.com. Official website of MATLAB software. There you can go and you can download it at free of cost. Anyhow, that is a trial version. Okay, please remember, you can enjoy the full version of MATLAB at free of cost, but only for 1 month on a trial basis. That everyone can do it. Even after the completion of this session, just today itself, I suggest the students to try for a download in your computer and try with working in MATLAB. Okay. So what happens is since 1999 the versions are growing. Okay. Slowly they add up lot of functions and libraries. They call as toolboxes. Unlike the other languages, we call as functions. But here we have got a peculiar name called as toolboxes. There are a lot of toolboxes available in MATLAB. One thing you remember, we can do anything in MATLAB except networking. Okay, MATLAB doesn't support the networking tools. Other than networking, you can do any design and simulation using MATLAB. Not only for image processing, you can design an embedded system. You can work with image processing. You can design a structure, say a construction structure, a civil structure, and you can work with biomedical images. You can work with a lot of transforms. Wavelet toolboxes are there, neural network toolboxes are there, and you can do automotive like automobiles. Okay, you can simulate the complete design of a car. You can simulate a complete design of a rocket. Okay, everything can be done within a computer. That is the specialty of the MATLAB, because it is coming with built-in libraries. As I already told you, a lot of libraries are being added every year. Once they release the new version, a lot of new options and facilities are being provided by this MATLAB team. We have to really thank this MATLAB people that it makes the works of the researchers very easy. Okay, since research is associated with different development of different algorithms, this actually saves the time of researchers. There will be a complex algorithm. Okay, as I told you, a lot of toolboxes, including statistical toolboxes. Even MATLAB supports big data as well. Okay, so slowly we will talk about the different types of toolboxes. But right now, I'm just giving few examples about what are the toolboxes in this MATLAB software. The recent and the latest version of the MATLAB is like MATLAB 2021B. To the best of my knowledge, it is MATLAB 2021B, which is around 20 GB of software, which is in the compressed format. Once you download it and unzip it, and when you install it, it consumes about 30 to 35 GB of your hard disk. This is very peculiar. I'm telling this, especially there is a reason why I'm telling this. Please remember that whenever you open the MATLAB and start working on it, definitely your system will slow down. Please mind that your system the speed of the system will come down because MATLAB consumes enormous main memory. We call it as RAM. It consumes most of the RAM is being consumed by MATLAB if you open the MATLAB window. So that is one thing. And even hard disk is also occupied. Almost it takes 30 to 35 GB of the hard disk is consumed once you finish installing it. Okay, so this is one thing. And what I'm going to tell now is really unofficial. Please mind that I am telling you something unofficial now. If you want to try MATLAB at free of cost, okay, there are some crack versions available, but that is not ethical to do. Okay, a lot of some sites are there. They hack the website of this mathworks.com and download the software, and they provide it at free of cost. But please mind that this is unethical to do it. I always recommend to go with official versions of the MATLAB, which is being provided by your institute, especially the Department of ECE, Savitri Engineering College. Okay, whatever the version, doesn't matter. But please you remember that some of the functions may be modified. See, for example, I'll tell you, there is a function called as wave read. Are you able to follow me? A function called as wave read, WAVREAD. So this is the function. What happens now in latest versions? They change the name of the function. Simply, nothing difficult. Just change the name of the function. Instead of wave read, they keep like audio read. Some of the versions may have slight modifications in the name of the function. That's all. Other things are, I don't think there are huge differences between the versions, earlier version and the recent version. Doesn't make any difference. If you are really familiar with any one version, that is sufficient, and you can strongly believe that you are good in MATLAB, really. So don't worry about the recent versions and all. But what I'm going to now discuss today is with the recent version, not 2021B, but it is 2021A. Okay, one version prior to the latest version. Okay, so we will now get into the MATLAB slowly. Okay, the MATLAB is actually an abbreviation of this matrix laboratory. Hope you're able to see the screen. The official website, which I just now told you, like mathworks.com. So there you can find a lot of people are working in this MATLAB, especially the research people. We have got a lot of several forums are also there. Third-party forums are there. If you get into that, you can find enormous application of MATLAB in various research domains. So we call this as an interactive and interpreted language that is designed for fast numerical matrix calculations. See, here I've just mentioned a word called as fast. Just now I told you, once you open the MATLAB, your complete system will slow down. But still I am claiming that we are going to do a fast mathematical calculations. Yes, both are correct. What happens is MATLAB occupies most of the memory in a computer and utilizes all the memory for the efficient results output from the MATLAB. So as I told you, MATLAB can be used for design and analysis. So both the jobs you can do. Suppose if there is a system, if you want to design an algorithm, you can design it and you can verify the effectiveness of the algorithm as well. So that is what I called as design and analysis. This is the best simulation tool. You know one thing, MATLAB, it doesn't work only for simulation. Nowadays, the recent versions of the MATLAB are capable of handling real-time inputs. See, for example, I'll tell you one good important application of image processing. I'll tell you, like fire detection using a camera. So, are you able to follow me? Fire detection using a camera. That's it. So, what happens now? As you are second year students of ECE department, you are well aware that fire detection systems are already available with the help of sensors. Am I correct? You know that sensors are being used. You know, gas sensors are there. What we call is smoke sensors. Okay, smoke sensors are there, and flame sensors are there. Photo detectors are there. So these are the commonly available sensors in market, which is at a cheaper rate. We are existing. What happens is, if the fire occurs at some place, and if your sensor is just 2 feet or 3 feet distance, then what happens? Your sensor fails to detect it. So this is a drawback with the conventional system. So what happens is, image processing is helping us. Now image processing is helping us. So just put a camera, and wherever you want to monitor, just put a camera and just monitor it. With the help of the video captured from that, you will be able to detect the fire based on some image processing algorithms. So according to me, this could be the best application of image processing. You know, in recent years, not recent years, especially recent months, you would have watched the news. You can see a lot of forest fires in California and Malaysia, even in China. In many countries, you could see a lot of forest fires are occurring. So what happens? Several hectares of, thousands of hectares of forests are being spoiled by the fire accidents. It may be natural or induced, but somehow the several square kilometers, lakhs of square kilometers of area is, excuse me, 1 second, excuse me, I'm sorry for this one. Stop it. I'm sorry. So because of these forest fires, huge earth space is being spoiled. Okay, so image processing is a good tool. Now what happens is, I heard that the government of Australia has now recently introduced a satellite-based system that could monitor the forests always. And if any fire breaks out, okay, if any fire breaks out, they'll be able to find it out from the satellite itself, and they'll be able to locate the GPS locations. And with the help of that, their fire rescue team will be there, and they will immediately be present on the spot with the help of GPS locations, and they'll put off the fire. So many countries are making attempts to find this fire. So what I want to conclude now is simply that image processing is playing a great role. you know one thing, recently, see, we are going to get there's a few more cyclones in another 1 or 2 months again. So our monsoon has already started, and weather forecasting is being telecasted in all the channels. You would have seen it. The images are actually obtained from satellites, especially INSAT-2B, and these images are actually processed in image processing laboratory at Anna University, Chennai. Okay, there is a laboratory even at Gindi also. They used to get these images. Actually, images are coming from Hyderabad, and they process it, and based on the images, they calculate the movement of cyclones as well as whether we'll get rain or not. All those. See, this is another application of image processing, especially the weather forecasting. So I'm sorry that I am away from this topic. Let us again come back to this MATLAB. What I want to convey is finally, there are enormous applications of image processing in real time life. Okay, in real time, we have got so much of demand for MATLAB. So that's what I want to convey. And once you open a MATLAB, now we are going to enter into the MATLAB environment. We call this window, whatever you are seeing now, is called as command window. This is the default window what you get when you click the MATLAB. The real time I'll show in the afternoon session, but you just keep this in your mind, how the MATLAB window will look like. Once you click on that, see, there will be a shortcut available. Once you install the MATLAB, you will be getting a shortcut in the desktop. If you don't get it, you have to create it. Okay, remember, you have to create a shortcut for MATLAB after you install it. And once you click the this shortcut, you will get a command window. The first screen, what you see, is called as command window. Why we call as command window? It's very simple that whenever you work with the disk operating system, the previous version of Windows, so there you can see a command window that is called normally as a command window, where you can type the command. That's all. That is the interface between the machine and human. Okay, so that is commonly available in DOS, disk operating system. We call as DOS 6.22, the earlier version of Windows. I think many of the students are the recent students may not know what is that DOS operating system. It was an earlier version of Windows. Even now, you can have the DOS version in your Windows 10 or Windows 8, 7, anything, the recent Windows operating system. If you go there and click for command window, okay, you can go to command window and work using commands. So since that is being felt tough to operate, we feel convenient to work with Windows by clicking mouse, and we did not type any command. So that is the main advantage of Windows. Forget about it. Let us now again come back to this MATLAB environment, which is the default screen. What you get is called as command window. On the left hand side, you can see something called as workspace. Workspace is nothing but it is a display. It is display where it shows what are the variables you are using. This is a peculiar property or peculiar facility given by the MATLAB called as workspace. Suppose you are writing a program and using a variable like A, B, C, X, Y, Z, anything. So those variables will be displayed on this workspace. See, that is the advantage of this, and including the values also. So this makes a programmer so easy to complete the task. So for example, if you define a variable, just A is equal to 10 in command window. See, usually you will be doing everything in command window. Just remember, any operations you will do in command window. If the number of codes or number of lines exceeds 2 or 3, see, if it is a one-line command, you can very well do it in command window. If the number of lines are exceeding 100, 200, you remember, believe it or not, there are some programs which will be 10,000 lines of code, 50,000 lines of code. There are some applications where the number of lines will be really in the order of 10,000s. Okay. So in that case, you cannot type everything in the command window. In command window, you have to write a command. Say, for example, if you do like A is equal to 10, then type A is equal to 10, press enter. Then B is equal to 10, press enter. Then C is equal to A plus B, press enter, you will get the answer. Simple. Very simple. You have written a 3-line program in MATLAB. But remember, if you just mind it, if you have 1,000 lines of codes, so command window will not be a right choice. So you will have to open an editor. I already told you, any language will come with a built-in editor. So there is an editor available in MATLAB software also. So you can open a MATLAB editor, you type the program, like 100 lines, 200 lines, any number of lines, you type it, then you save it with an extension of M. So I already told you, the C files will be stored with an extension of .c, that is the common convention. Whereas in MATLAB, you save it with .m extension. Even if you don't type it, the MATLAB will take the default extension as M. Okay, so this is one thing. And we talked about the workspace. And again, now another peculiar facility is that command history. You can see on the left-hand side, command history is there. The MATLAB software will remember all the commands what we executed. See, this will help for the researchers. See, for example, you have written a program and after 10 days, you want to use the function again, but you don't remember the function. Then you can simply go to the command history and find what is the function you had already used. So you can just make use of it. And these all facilities will make the researchers to complete the task easily. Okay, it saves our time, first of all. That is the peculiarity of this MATLAB. It is a great research tool. We can design and analyze and simulate, and in real time also. We can interface a camera with a MATLAB. That facility is being provided. Not only the simulation, real-time images and real-time videos and real-time inputs from any sensors, anything. You can interface with this MATLAB tool via USB ports. Okay, you have to have some specific drivers for that. We have to install some drivers. That is beyond the scope of this discussion, but still I want to convey these things. You can directly interface a camera and take the real-time images and write your program and make whatever you want to do. You want to detect fire, or you want to detect the smoke, you want to recognize the face, biometric authentication, blah, 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 everything. So all those things can be done in real time as well. That is what I want to convey now. Not only simulation, the real-time inputs also can be handled by this MATLAB. Okay, and we have got help is the major strength of this MATLAB. Unlike other languages, which offers you a minimum support of help, but MATLAB has got abundant sources to help you. Suppose you are stuck up with some, say you want to design an algorithm. Say for example, an algorithm called as support vector machines. Okay, it is a classification algorithm. Somewhere you are stuck up while you write a program. Suddenly you go to help and you can see all the functions available related to support vector machines. So because that library is already available in MATLAB, that will display any help, whatever you want. So what you have to do is go to command window and type help space that particular command. Suppose you want to read an image. So we have a function called as imread, READ. So this function is there. You want to use that function, but you don't know what is the syntax for that. So what you do is simply go to the command window, type help space imread. That's it. In command window. Please remember these things you have to do in command window. So just type help space imread, just enter, you will get what all the syntaxes available for imread, how we have to use the function, what are the input arguments, what are the output arguments, and what are the do's and don'ts. Okay, all those information will be available in help. Just read it, then again you come to the editor window and use the function and finish up the job. This is how the MATLAB is peculiar and highly useful to the researchers. So for example, you have got a command like sqrt. Can you see there are two windows shown in this screen? If you see the bottom screen, you can see something like help sqrt.